Alright, hello. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. I know I'm slow as molasses getting this Let's Play finished. You could definitely tell, though, that my motivation for it just died, right? So. Maybe. Hey, Alice! I really wish that they wouldn't do that. They keep capitalizing Heidelin's pronouns. It's kind of annoying. You know, especially considering that no one, like, thinks of her as a deity in this world. Like, Clyde's deity or whatever is fucking Ralgo, right? So, like, you know, like... I don't really get what the deal is, but... Wait, what did Atari say to us? I feel like there's something I skipped over at this point that Tataru should allow me to get from like a store or something, but maybe I'm thinking of a later bit. I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. Pretty bunny lady with savage scythe. Okay, yeah, so we're not gonna get to buy it yet. Yeah, Tataru's actually gonna open up a shop right here and sell us artifact armor. Also, you see that glowing locked box over there? It's a side quest they really want you to do. But since it's not a main quest, I'm not going to do it. Basically, it's like a box and you open it up and it's like somebody that has really kind words for Thancred, if I remember right. So, yeah, that's about the size of it. Hello, guy who I still believe needs to be decked in the schnoz. See, the thing I hate about Fortune Alt is that at the end of 5.55, you know, he disowned his children. And not only did he disown his children, he said straight to their faces that there was no reason in this world good enough to go to war. You know, to his children, who in this quest, in this past quest, he said he was willing to do anything for. Inconsistent son of a bitch, and is more or less a husk of a character that's basically a plot device used for Twins' character development. And it shows. I'm gonna casually ride my T-Rex through the inner ring to the other inner ring. Interestingly, if you unlock flying at this point, and fly down here, once you hit these doors right here, your mount will touch down to the ground or stop because you can't fly inside this area. Looks fucking fancy. Well, we had mecha suits back in Shadowbringer, so why not spaceships and endwalkers? Also, I still think the forum robes look stupid. It was designed as a medium-sized craft. Well, considering there aren't any other spaceships, like, what would constitute large and what would constitute small? Miniaturizing magics have been applied to its interior to ensure that the thrust-to-weight ratio does not place too great a limitation on its freight capacity. The Aether Burner, as you know, has been removed for further modification, but we shall reattach it soon enough. I've received word that Kakol and several of your allies are working on it with an intense fervor. Yeah, we should have had Sid in here from fucking day one. Even with the benefit of our device, to treat with her, and capitalized her again, is not a simple feat. You don't capitalize pronouns. I don't get why they do that, but whatever. Ah, yes, Heidelin's greater plan, huh? The vast primordial power beneath our feet. Nah, Clyde's a blockhead. He doesn't feel jack shit. Krau's there contemplating giving her body to Heidelin again. She's like, take me, Crystal Mommy, take me right in the butt. Her children, one and all. What a name for a quest. But in reality, we're not her children. We're her friends and family from when she was merely a woman who she shattered. Talk about emotionally manipulative and abusive. I don't like this storyline at this point at all. But you probably figured that already. More brilliant than any you've ever seen, huh? Estinian's got the right of it. As you all know, our physical world exists Alongside our physical world exists an ethereal plane, what we refer to as the ethereal sea. At the heart of the star, the physical and the ethereal are one and the same. Thus, the deeper we go, the easier it becomes to pass between said planes. It's kind of strange though, because isn't, like, there's magma, right? So, like, the way this world goes is the crust, the mantle, and then I guess the core is the fucking ethereal sea. I guess you could actually have already experienced that by going through Palace of the Dead. Because if you remember way back at the end of Heavensward, I went down in Palace of the Dead, and once you got to like the 90th to the 100th floor, lava was everywhere in the caves. But it kept going to another set of caves, which had crystals in them. And then once you got beyond that, you know, it was like that weird cocaine waterfalls with the like snowy ash everywhere and the strange bricks, and you could run into like Livia and Ritatin Sas Alvina as zombies. Her ever fainter echoes, huh? The Periscope, huh? Or is it like Aetioscope? I'm not sure exactly how to say it. Rare to hear even a whisper. Honestly, it just sounds like she doesn't want to talk to you. But the story is trying to make us think that, you know, she's down there dying or whatever. Because we already know that if she really wants to talk to us, she can talk to us, right? Like, she took over Kryle's body back at level 83, and used all of Kryle's ether. And back at level 80, she talked to Clyde on the boat with a frickin' spiritual manifestation of her Vana self. Okay, so we're gonna have Kryle watch us as we go down, eh? Because she did a lot of work with our souls last expansion. Those in ages past referred to the ethereal sea as the underworld, our final resting place. In its embrace is memory washed away, leaving only the purity of one's soul, or so we believe. Yet what of these memories? Few think to ask what becomes of them, cast adrift on ethereal tides. Some theorize that they linger for some time, those associated with strong sentiment in particular. In those depths, memories of the departed may even coalesce around you, for hatred or for love. Thus do I caution you to be wary, but also to have faith. Remember those who did gladly extend a hand to you, that they may lift you up once more. Bum-ba-da-bum. The Periscope, now accessible. Okay, so it's a dungeon, and yeah, we're gonna do it with trust. Let's see if they say anything different. See, Yoriana J's keeping a level head. Madeline might not tell us jack shit. there is justice or morality that at work that governs our fates, I do not know it, nor do I think any man ever will. Man, Grahatia with the sudden, like, deep bitch slap. I don't know, occasionally your anger gave you the strength to do strong things, my man. Okay, so we could go on Paladin, or we could go on Dragoon, I guess. Oh, actually, we can't go on Dragoon because Dragoon's too low of level. Okay, well, sorry, Thancred. I would like to take Thancred, but well. Let's see, we'll grab. No, I talked to Estinian.
Right then.
God. Okay, I'm gonna take
Our fates are not yet sealed.
level-headed guy, and then we've got a choice. We can either grab Catboy Sage Deluxe, Y'shtola, or Alisei. You know what? You know what, actually, let's take Alpha.
Twould be a pleasure as always.
Victory will be ours!
Because we're going to take this party, and that's because this party was our party at the end of Heaven's Word, right? At 3.0. If you remember when we went to Aziz's La, this was our party. And there's going to be some events in this dungeon that I think this party would react to the most. Interesting music choice. So the Sharlayans built some platforms down here.
All seems in order with the lens, and I trust you can hear me. Those things are pure malcontent, the residue of lives unfulfilled.
This will hurt.
Okay, so we're fighting ghosts of a sort, I suppose. We could pull more, but I don't. Like, Clyde's gear is a bit behind at this point, and I don't really trust stuff. Especially when they, like, randomly attack, you know, whatever their closest enemy is, I guess? I don't know. I don't know what's causing Estinian to just go and attack ones that I'm not attacking. Maybe it's to try to make tanking, I don't know, a little more difficult for players or something, or try to teach people who only use trust to be used to people attacking stuff that you don't attack or something. I don't know. It's a very, a lot of effects going on with this party. It's a light show. Their jobs have changed, except for Estinian, really. Everyone's jobs have changed since Heaven's Word. Clyde was a Dark Knight back then. And I mean, I could still use Dark Knight if I had level, of course. But Y'shtola is now a black mage, even though she occasionally uses her Conjury to attack. And obviously Alphino is a sage now rather than an arcanist. You know, this two-headed creature, it reuses an old skeleton, but the two-headed thing itself is a monster we could fight in Eureka, Eureka Pyros, I believe.
You're mine!
Kind of interesting that on the Sharlayan's platforms, you know, these spirits have already happened, or are happening. The Sharlayans have to deal with this every time they come down here. It's kind of crazy. Ilberd the Unrelenting, huh? He's in his Crystal Braves outfit. Hello, Alphino's Drama. And Clyde's Drama as well, I guess. Yeah, Y'shtola was there for the Bloody Banquet when he threw us into the room in shackles. Visceral hate. Whoa. Oh, there's no way we're gonna kill those yet. I guess we just focus on Ilberd and hope for the best. Oh, but the golden. In a rush of familiar wisdom, the memory of a principled scion takes form. Scion's memory, beacon of hope. And it looks like the staff Tupsimati. Oh, she says that, Y'shtola says it's Papalimo. I wonder if we didn't have her, if the others would be able to tell us that it was Papalimo. But I guess he was the last one to have his hands on Tupsimati. You cannot take him from Olivia, really? And she's in the form of Kaleo Fisteri from Weeping City of Mach? Frustration, huh? Let's go on the first person and see if we can't see her design. Oh, no, we're gonna have to like zoom in. Yeah, her face actually does kind of look like her armor mask.
This will hurt.
Like Leia Climb, and she's got those two tentacles glowing or whatever. So I guess we. She's got the other two tentacles glowing. Easy peasy.
I will not hold back.
There, you're mine!
This music is really awesome. Music was probably the best part of Endwalker. My Paladin play could use some work. Oh well. The light in the ITS scope has changed. It was like purple out there a second ago, I'm pretty sure.
I will end this farce.
Oh snap, she's gonna end this farce. Except she didn't. Silly Yiftola. Aetherus, Choker
Follow
of
the flow
Flame.
of ether. It will guide you.
Okay. Oh wow, look at that beneath us.
The ether is too dense. Ah, I'm losing you.
Oh snap. Crystal. Oh, this place certainly is beautiful at least.
Gloves are off.
Has she ever worn gloves? I know that's just an expression, but I'm just saying. Maybe she just likes thinking about gloves. I mean, I went through a whole phase where
I will not hold back.
I only wanted to watch pornography that it featured a woman with, you know, like long silk gloves. It's the weirdest things. You know, sexual desires, they change over time and whatnot. Every time I bring anything like that up to my girlfriend, she, not particularly about gloves, but just about sexual stuff in general, she just rolls her eyes really hard. It's like, men. Got a... Oh, it's Duhaken. That's got to be Brita. Oh, I guess I could have. I guess I could have done a super pool. I forgot that we were gonna have like extra buffs and health from you know, the spirit of. So what's this one gonna do? Who's it gonna be? Arshafon! Oh, he's buffing us. Oh snap, we got 30 seconds of buff. Let's make the most of it, shall we? We're both taking less damage and dealing more, so let's make the most of it.
You cannot stop us!
I hope that remains true, Alpha Bro. Worst comes to worst, I can Hallowed Ground, which I probably just will go ahead and do that, because I don't even want to take the chance with these guys doing like shenanigans. And by the time our cooldowns have worn off, we've killed at least one of them, and now See if we
I
can't
will
get
not
this
hold
one
back.
killed. Maybe. Yep. Okay. She was getting a little bit low, but that's probably fine. Aetherius Bracelet of Casting. Alright. So for our second boss on the Periscope, got a... Does my life belong to the Empire and Death? I shall serve. Ritaten Sas Arvina. Arvina, I guess. Tartarian Impact. Well, it's probably a reused skeleton from something. I want to say the Final Fantasy VI reference, like the last boss of Cash from Albania. As far as his skeleton goes, but definitely a unique appearance, that's for sure. Ball of Tartarus, huh? Got these crystals that broke. Okay, not the craziest mechanic. A little bit hard to read. Anvil of Tartarus. Oh, we certainly got some cool name stuff going on. Shrapnel Shell. Crumble before. Oh wow. Okay. Vexillatio? Is that what that is? So basically we've got he's gonna blow up one side, and so now you have to choose the safe spot based on those explosions, as well as the
You're mine!
five.
I will not hold back.
This will hurt.
Alphino empathizing with the Garlean. Makes sense for this expansion. You know, he's all throughout the Garlemald segment. He did that. Spirit making a pathway for us by drawing more crystal. Maybe we'll get a buff. No, it's not looking like it. Okay, let's stop then. I don't want to get too crazy. Can't even use all my cooldowns in this particular grouping because the sprites are magical and unaffected by arm's length. I really like the music in here.
I will not hold back.
These things are quite beefy. Of course, the faster you go with trust, the lower the trust DPS gets. So like... Oh no.
You cannot stop us!
They might just be doing too good and the trust might be just be getting tired. Oh, it's Minfilia. So Heidelin really did rip her out of Rain. And that's why Rain felt like she lost her attachment. Because she did.
I will not hold back.
I heard today that
You're mine!
Naoki Yoshida stepped down from his place on the Square Enix board of directors. And it's a cause for concern because while it couldn't just be that he's, you know, got so much going on that, you know, he can't handle being a board member, but it could also be some unforeseen corporate
underestimate
fuckery
me.
where they're firing him. Because Japanese business is never straightforward about that kind of stuff. I really hope not. I don't know what he would have done to deserve to be kicked off the board or fired or whatever. Thinking regret.
Gloves
Looks
are off.
like the frickin' necromancer from the 100th floor Palace of the Dead.
This will hurt.
You cannot stop us!
Gloves are off.
Who's our final boss going to be? Mapping the Realm, the Itioscope.
So bold. So headstrong. Stubborn to the last.
But this is as far as you go. Oblivion beckons!
Sundered Soul, Amon the Undying. This looks like they fused him with Doom Gaze or Death Gaze.
Many faces have I worn, but this is my favorite by far!
That implies
You
that
will persist in this folly no longer!
This will hurt.
I don't know how to read this one. Guess I'll just follow the Scions next time it pops up.
The stage is set!
Gloves are off.
Okay, so that's gonna be like a column AoE, probably. Yep. He's like fused with Death Gaze, but his auto attacks have the same animation as Cloud of Darkness. Nice callback. Crystal Tower and all that.
Let the curtains rise for the main attraction!
Oh, we don't have any ice to hide behind. Bracing wind leaps from the pages of memory. Ooh. A sail! Original Shiva! What the heck? No. Whoops! I ruined it! I meant to shield lob, but I didn't with my R1. Kind of upset that Estinian's not making any commentary on Shiva being there, though. Also kind of upset I screwed the pooch there, but whatever. Of course, if I was recording on PS4, that would possibly have ruined the recording, because like, you know, we're 17 minutes to the hour, and on PS4 I can only set it up to record for 1 hour at a time. Ah, yes, the greatest nemesis of any boss fight that you fail at, the run back, the cardio. Okay, take two.
Many faces have I worn, but this is my favorite by far!
Okay, Stoll, you're running up on me for some
Gloves
reason.
are off.
This is AoE, which is not. I guess it's fortunately.
You will persist in this folly no longer!
I will actually, but you know, whatever. So they're standing on this one. I don't see the difference. Man.
The stage is set!
Okay, we'll just save our Requiescat until we have to get behind the ice. That way
Let the curtains rise for the main attraction!
my greediness isn't getting the better of me. Oh, I missed on video.
My, what a boorish audience you are!
Okay, maybe it's where the brightness is within the telegraph, and that's how you tell which one to jump into first.
Away with you!
I don't think he does curtain call again, but
You cannot stop us!
I really don't remember. Oh, there are two of them. We should not have made this bargain. Okay, so if you go up as far as we can.
Time to end this!
Ooh, a Sinian limit break. You'd love to see it.
Gloves are off.
You cannot stop us!
I will not hold back.
There!
Alright, level 90.
Lies! All lies! Your dreams, your hopes, your futures, delusions and lies!
Damn, he's still not gonna dissipate. Aw, he does make commentary. Oh, I thought it was Alpha now. Aw. Some things can't be washed away, huh? What did Catboy Sage Deluxe say? Okay, so we got... What's this? Ring of Atheris for the Finding? I don't think we got anything else. Yeah, we don't have anything else. Anyway, we got cutscenes to go through, so let's get the show on the road.
My very essence begins to wane. Sweet, sweet agony.
Leave this to him.
Come to deal the coup de grace. Good. Watching you struggle against the inevitable is bad comedy. Erase me from existence, soul and all. How would you know that name? Then it was you. In Elpis. With Emet-Selch. The final pieces fall into place. In my halcyon days, as the mortal Ammon, I was haunted by a dream. Night after night, the faceless multitude, the voiceless cries, shards of shattered memories. But slowly, the fog began to clear. This was Elpis. And I was Hermes. Recurring though it was, I paid this dream little heed. It was only when I was granted the seat and memories of Fandaniel that I knew these visions to be true. They were the memories of Hermes that he himself erased using the power of Kairos. Or so he thought. In his attempt to burn away the events of that fateful day, he succeeded only in searing them more deeply into his soul. My soul.
Sorry for the pause. My dog woke up and decided that she really needed to go.
Death failed to expunge them. No matter how many times it came. Rebirth after rebirth, from one Fandaniel to the next. I wonder, is Emet-Selch adrift somewhere in this ethereal sea? In defeat, finally remembering your time together in Elpis? How it must gall him to be entrusted with knowledge of the final days, only to be rendered powerless to act upon it. So many lifetimes dedicated to restoring his beloved Amarok in blissful ignorance. Oh, folly! But make no mistake. My life as Hermes is not the reason I invited the world's end. I have lived. I have struggled. I have dredged the very depths of despair. And in the detritus of existence, I found the truth. I served a great ruler, powerful beyond measure. The world his dominion. Yet even he and his vast empire were destined to fall, to become one with oblivion. At the end of life's journey lies only death. So I ask you, why live at all? We betray, we torment, we murder. We are wicked, spiteful creatures, without exception. If life is so sacred, so precious, why fill it with such misery? Man wallows in a hell of his own making without purpose or meaning. To live is to suffer, and I would end that suffering by my own hand. It matters not if it flies in the face of all believed right and just. Death is the only solution! That is my truth, my answer to the question. And yet, even as the words pass my lips, I am filled with doubt. Has my search reached its end? Was this the only way? After all these years, is this the answer I was hoping for?
The lamentations of the damned. How it vexes me to see your conviction falter at the last. Fandania, still clinging to existence, I see. You, who champion death so fervently, unwilling to accept your own, refusing to be purified and swept into the sea of souls. As do I. We prisoners to men, watching as the world turns. Though unlike me, you will be spared the ignominy of having your corpse made a puppet, dancing to another's tune.
Is that Arsahi?
How very astute. But let me be clear, I have not come to consort with the likes of you. Nor have I come to bemoan the state of the world following my untimely demise. In fact, I delight in mankind's downfall, and the anguish it brings the savior of the savages. If I played some small part in the chaos, all the better. Not that I was in any position to resist. But to be made accomplice to the betrayal of Lord Xenos. I would die 1,000 deaths to exact my vengeance. Now you are at my mercy. I shall drag us both into oblivion, and you will never see the fulfillment of your magnum opus, even should you be reborn. Your desperate search for answers must start again.
Nighttime out this
Don't
game.
try to follow me. I had more of you people than I could stomach in life. Never mind in death.
Likewise. I pray we do not meet again.
You had better hope not.
Come. Hydaelyn is waiting.
Yep. That's what she be doing. That's what she be doing with her life, her 12,000 years of life, just fucking waiting.
Brave travelers, I welcome you.
Well, well, well.
I see. Thou didst journey unto Elpis. And now, the rivers of time converge. I know why you have come. Yet I would hear you speak your reasons all the same.
You created the moon to deliver mankind from the final days. But is that really how it has to end? We do not wish to abandon this world. We want to protect the source and all of its shards.
To flee is but one of two paths. The other leadeth to Meteon, far beyond the stars, where she doth chant creation's requiem. Her domain is formed of dynamis, pure, absolute. Where emotion and memory govern all, ether will avail you naught. Meteon hath gathered the pain and despair of countless stars, and to go unprepared is to go unto your doom.
We'll beat her. We'll win. I swear it. Is what I might have said, once. After everything I've seen, all the times I've succumbed to my own anger and fear. I can no longer pretend that courage and faith will be enough. But are we truly so powerless? That our only choice is to flee?
Far from it, my child. Long ago, the inhabitants of myriad stars, many more prosperous than Atheris, sought to free their worlds from life's woes. Sorrow and anger, conflict and hostility, despair, and even death itself. But as Meteon reported, every attempt ended in failure. Darkness abideth within every living being and can never be cast out. Neither reason nor faith can challenge this immutable truth. To live is to suffer, and in suffering, find strength, and purpose, and hope. As you have done so many times before. Thou dost pursue an impossible dream. Yet knowing this, you pursue it nevertheless. And thou hast learned to depend on others as they do thee. Thy yearning for the power to save the powerless hath ever driven thee to greater heights. Thou hast grown strong.
Neat. So all the people who don't matter, insofar as, like, you know, they were just motivation and character development for us. Nice.
Though those closest to thee no longer walketh by thy side, their love remaineth thy guiding light. For duty's sake, thou hast been bound by truths unutterable time and time again. Yet thy heart hath never wavered, as thy companions will attest. In thy pursuit of mysteries great, all thou believest is brought into question. Undaunted, thy thirst for knowledge remaineth unquenched.
I don't think anything that Y'shtola believes has ever been brought into question. Like, ever. Because the scriptwriters always have her thoughts align with what's best or whatever, because she's essentially a Mary Sue.
The fires of hatred that once burned in thy heart burneth no more. From their ashes doth spring the light of love, warm and pure. As witness to black calamity, thou despaired at man's helplessness. Resolved, thou didst unite a distant world on the brink of collapse. And thou, my champion, when all did seem lost, thou never abandoned hope.
They're using thou for you. Shouldn't they be using thee? Whatever.
For every trial and every foe that did bar thy way, thou hast proven equal to the challenge, drawing courage from the many bonds forged on thy journey. You have all known despair, and though the end approacheth, you walk on, heads held high.
I would argue otherwise. I think the only people in this group who have really known despair are Graha, Tia, Estinian, and yeah, that's really about it. I mean, Alphino and Alice are rich kids with rich parents from a rich country. They fought on the front lines and stuff with us and have had bad shit go down in their life, but they haven't seen true despair. Thancred's pretty close to having... You know, I guess he admitted earlier in the story that he tried to kill himself once, so I guess he's... You know, he's had despair, too, I guess. Urianger is a nerd and a shut-in who was willing to use duplicitous means to ultimately aid us. That's got nothing to do with despair. And again, Y'shtola is basically Mary Sue and has never... I don't think she's ever lost anything important to her, ever. Other than, I guess recently, she doesn't have her man-cat boyfriend. But yeah, I don't think this is an ideal party that really, really, truly knows despair. But, okay, whatever.
Therein lieth your power. The strength to silence the song of oblivion.
Then there is a means to confront her.
Yes, if you should prove yourselves worthy. Hark! Nigh impossible is it to send mortals to the edge of the universe. Should you fail, there will be no second chance. As the will of the star, I ask of you this. Do you possess the fortitude to stand firm when all around you doth crumble? Do you possess the faith to vanquish despair itself? Should you lack the strength to best a supreme deity, I cannot allow you to make the journey.
Already beat Zodiark.
You must leave this star and never return. Prepare yourselves.
Prove ourselves worthy, eh? Sounds straightforward enough.
Aye. No room for confusion there.
In any case, we've come too far to back down now.
I am of the same mind. What power I have, I shall bring to bear.
The three of you seem to be forgetting who we're up against. It's not every day we battle a divine being of untold power. Well, not quite every day. Do try not to get underfoot. Needless to say, there'll be no margin for error.
Let us hold nothing back. For the people of this world and those beyond the rift.
Alas, the question I posed to thee in Elpis hath remained unanswered these long years. I would hear thy response, warrior of light. Shouldst thou emerge victorious?
The Mother Crystal, now accessible. Well, this is actually going to be, as you can see on the screen, they're bringing up, talking about trusts. This is actually the first 8-man trial in the game that they're going to let us use trusts for. And I guess we can go ahead and talk to the Scions with their dialogue here. Then you and Alphanod threw my eyes off a bridge. Oh, there's the Nidhogg coming out of it. Oh dear God. From the ruins of a sundered paradise did she rise to grant this star new life. No! No, she hasn't! Well, that last part I guess I can agree with, but, man. end on this epic note, and next time we'll start with our epic confrontation with Big Titty Waifu Mommy